Back to another episode with Gizmo86, and as you can tell, this isn't a normal episode. I'm playing on Minecraft Java Edition in this episode, on the specifically on Hypixel skyblock. What I'm going to be doing today is a skyblock beginner's tutorial, because I kind of wish I had one of these when I started just a few days ago or something. And although I'm not going to be playing a bunch of Hypixel, I just decided I'd kind of make a video because I did this and kind of found a few cool things, and decided I'd share them with you and make a video out of it. And well, here we go. So first off, what you're going to want to do is get back at the spawn hub area right here, and you're going to do that by going through the nether portal like thing at your island, if you're at your island, and if not, just go into the spawn. So then you're going to go to the map right here, right out of that'll teleport you to your island. So you're going to go right here to this map, then go to the right, as that sign says over there. There's a barn over here, and this barn should have a bunch of free wheat for just about anyone, if you're lucky enough. But sometimes people will come through here and just mine all the wheat, and luckily there's a bunch of different lobbies and stuff, so the odds are that you're going to be able to mine some wheat here. So what you're going to want to do is mine a bunch of wheat until you have let's say about 20 hay bales, or like a stack of hay bales or something like that. That isn't too hard to get because wheat's seriously everywhere around here. Then you just go around mining, and as you can see down there, your farming skill will level up, and that should give you a bunch of coins and stuff like hearts and maybe even some mana. I don't think it gives you mana though, but it'll give you a bunch of stuff for leveling up like that. And you're going to continue to mine wheat like this until you've got a bunch of stuff. Then you're going to use the skyblock menu, and you can go to the crafting table. Now then you can just shift click all your stacks of wheat into here, and I'm just going to make about half a stack of hay bales, and just get this back. And I'm going to show you can make armor out of hay bales. It's a crafting recipe, and this is going to be your first set of armor. It's the easiest set of armor to get, I'm pretty sure it is anyways, and that's all you have to do to get your armor. And then you can make chest plates and everything out of it. There you go, there's your chest plate. It's a pretty decent chest plate, and it will give you a speed bonus if you're plus 20 farming to minions or farming islands. Full set bonus, farmer aurora, grow an extra crop on farming islands every 3 seconds. So it'll help you farm and stuff like that, and it'll give you some defense, so it actually helps out a bit, it has normal armor. So that isn't bad. Then you're going to continue farming and stuff like that, and that's going to be how you get your armor. Now you're going to want to craft a stone sword, and then you're going to want to run over here. Now that you've mined a bunch of wheat, you're going to want to try to sell that wheat, or sell some of that wheat at least, till you get about 100 coins. Then you're going to want to run over here, and there should be something around here. There's the lumberjack. You can buy some wood from there if you don't want to, if you're too lazy like me to chop down trees. And I just hit a giant lag spike here. But anyways, you can come to the adventure and buy a few simple things like that. That isn't going to be really useful for you right now. But if we run over here to the merchant, right over here, there's a rookie pickaxe for 12 coins, a promising pickaxe, which I still use. They cost 35 coins, and 35 coins is seriously a stack of wheat. You can sell half a stack of wheat, or you could sell 35 wheat, and then you could get this promising pickaxe. Or you can get the gold pickaxe for 3 gold ingots and stuff like that. Then after you do that, you're going to want to run all the way over here, straight ahead, and there will be a cave system, a coal cave right over here. And so this is just a few minutes in or something. It should be if you kind of hurry and rush through this and get real lucky with the wheat and stuff. But anyways, you're going to mine a bunch of coal. You're going to want to get a stack or so of coal, because when you reforge stuff, the first time you reforge just about anything, I'm not positive if it's anything, it takes 10 coal to reforge that. So pretty much reforging will give you an extra boost on everything, like damage to a sword, protection on armor, and stuff like that. So it's really useful to get that. So like I said, you're going to come down here and mine, and I've got 36 coal, so I'm just going to mine 2 more things, and then I'll go run up here and show you the reforge thing. So you're going to run over here to this little place right here, still right next to spawn, or the spawn island thing, and you're going to find the blacksmith. Now you punch him, and then you can reforge an item, not an island. The promising pickaxe, I'm going to put that in here, and you can't reforge that, but here, let's see. Here's another iron pickaxe. You can get this from, you can't reforge stuff like that that's already enchanted and has smelting touch, but you can reforge swords I already reforged it, so now it'll cost 50 coins. But let me see. I can't reforge that, but you get the point. You could reforge like your whole armor thing. I'm pretty sure. Like here, I'm just gonna throw this in here for example, which that'll cost coins. But anyways, you could sell the coal for coins if it doesn't require coal to reforge the thing. But most swords and stuff like that does require coal, so it's pretty useful to keep some coal around for that. And then you're gonna once you get up a bunch of money, you're gonna like their coal sells for 2 coins a coal, so that's a pretty decent amount right there. And you're gonna want to run back to your island once you've got a bunch of stuff. After you have enough extra wheat to do some stuff with, like about a stack or so of extra wheat, and then you want to set up a mining minion right here that mines for cobblestone. Then you just collect all the cobblestone, put it back into the minion as upgrading it, and then you can set up a bunch of farming minions right here. I've got a bunch of potato minions because I kind of want to do stuff with them. But then you run over here, you can collect this, and if you need some more dirt for this stuff, you can go to trades right here and trade 8 seeds for 2 dirt, which is a very useful trade on this because there's no shop, so that's pretty much how you get dirt and stuff like that. But anyways, you're going to hoe up an area just like this. Then to craft this minion, you're going to need a, it's like, let's pretend this is a wooden hoe. You're going to need a wooden hoe and then about 10 wheat in every spot all around it. Then you're going to get your minion, and you could upgrade it simply by clicking on this with enough wheat. So if I go crafting table, put this here and shift click that out of there, I've got all my wheat back, and now I can upgrade it. That'll reduce the time between actions or upgrade max storage and stuff like that. It'll make it very useful because you can only have so much minions on your island at one time. So like that, it does that. And while you're offline, your minions will still do stuff like farm. So I'm going to go collect the potatoes from these minions because they pretty much do this for you. The stuff grows. You don't even need water. You just place stuff like this in a 5x5 area around. Let's see if I could ideal layout. In like a 5x5 area, you put the minion in the middle, you hoe all that stuff up, which your hoe won't break, so that's useful. And then you go and you collect all the stuff. And there's a zombie here. You'll get zombies like this on your island and they'll spawn, but there's a limit to how much minions you can actually have on your island and stuff like that. So you're going to want to get some decent armor up so that you can actually fight and do stuff like this and don't just get murdered by the zombies and stuff. But anyways, you just do this and the minions will do stuff like that. So after this, you could run to spawn, and let's see, hopefully I don't stop, I stopped a bunch of potatoes, but anyways, I'll go back there. You could go to spawn and sell these potatoes for coins. Then with those coins, you could either go to the adduction house or auction house over there, right here, and you could buy a bunch of swords and stuff. But anyways, I'm going to go sell a bunch of these potatoes before I do that because I'm not going to upgrade my minions this time. So just about anything, I'll collect your potatoes, and 64 coins per stack is a nice deal. And ender pearls and stuff like that will sell for a bunch. Your coal, even your wheat seeds will sell for a half decent price. Your iron from the mines and stuff. And to go on mining, like to get to mining iron and stuff like that, you just go down the mine and you'll find a different section of the mine where there'll be iron and stuff like that. Then you mine until you're about level 5, and then you can go off to the gold mine and stuff. So I'm gonna go look through these. I wanted to let's see. I'm gonna try to get a weapon, and I'm gonna sort it by common. I want an uncommon weapon. So here, I can find stuff like this, and as you can see, there's a bunch of offers. Like you need to pretty much find something that's cheap enough that you can actually buy it, but expensive enough so that it's actually worth something. So let me just click back through to common because I want a common sword, and these are not these are actually pretty decent, and like that's 50k right there. That's not too bad, but you're probably better off to go get the sword yourself or buy the resources and make it and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go to the next page and just keep looking through here. Like a sword like this shouldn't be bad because I'd pay 4,000 for a decent sword like this, and something like that, yeah, I'd pay more than 4,000. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually I don't have much money, but enough money for that because I haven't farmed enough yet. But another thing you can do with your money, because when you die you lose about half your money, is to go to the banker. You just click on him, deposit all your coins, click that twice, and then you can withdraw it whenever you want. It's just always there. It's You can look through that stuff, and your island members should be able to take that from you. So be aware of that if you actually have island members. So that's pretty much that. You just go through the mines, then you'll have to upgrade picks and stuff. You just mine till you're level 5, then you get to go through to the gold mine, and then you mine that, then you mine that down, then you'll go through a bunch of other mine things, then eventually you'll get to where you can actually mine diamonds and stuff like that, diamonds and obsidian. Then from there on you can actually make enchantment tables and stuff like that to actually keep improving and keep getting more stuff. So I'm going to just go through here real quick and land right here. And there's usually a bunch of people here, so they can help protect you, like if they're fighting through, trying to fight some stuff. And this also doubles as a place where you could fight a bunch of stuff. And there's a guy right here, which I'd advise you to buy this pick because it has smelting touch and it'll smelt all the stuff, which is a real lifesaver for you. But then there's chainmail stuff here if you didn't craft the form, like the hay bale armor. So you could sell stuff there too, and there's a bunch of other shops all around the place that if you look hard enough, you could find some half decent shops. And hopefully here, there's a bunch of gold in this shop. Ooh, that's not bad. I might actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy that if I have enough, if I can actually get enough stuff. So I'll sell some dirt, some this. I'll sell this, and hopefully I can buy it now. There we go. So you could buy a fancy sword from there, which will do 20 damage, which isn't as much as this, but this has been reforged, so it isn't bad. But it has first strike, increases the melee damage dealt by 25% on the first hit of a mob. So that isn't bad, using for the first hit and then finish them off with this. If you actually have this doing a bit more damage, then it has scavengers, so you earn a bunch of more coins for kill. And 10% sharpness 2, 10% melee damage dealt by heals 10% of your mission health 1% whenever you kill that stuff. So this is a decent sword before you get the diamond sword, because when you get the diamond sword you could just reforge it and get something half decent, like it's something a lot better. And when you talk to the people, there's a quest you could complete to actually get a better pick. So I think this is the right place. No, there might be deep caverns. There should be a deep cavern down through here if you keep running this way, yeah. If you run right through here, then you'll get to the deep caverns, which keep in mind if you die, you'll stay at the same place. You'll just respawn where you go through at this thing, like right there. So that isn't bad. You won't have to travel all the way back through here. But you will lose half your coins, so that's something you should probably think about and put up in the bank if you have a decent number of coins. So I'm just going to bounce through here and go to that little thing, because there's like creepers and stuff you can fight. There's gold you can mine at the first layer. Then when you get down to this thing, whenever you unlock like a new layer, you can come back and get through it. It's gold, then lapis, pigman, slime hill, diamond reserve, then something else, which I'm going to go to the pigman's den and try to fight a few pigmen right here and see what happens. They're probably going to kill me easily because anything here kills me. Yep. And I just lost 50 coins, but I think you could get some decent loot from fighting stuff like this, even though it isn't the best. And you're gonna try to get down. You could get some full diamond armor, which will be a bit better than the farming armor, unless you're farming. Like if you're farming, I'd advise you to actually keep the armor on, like put it in a chest on your island, which you can fast travel back to using that. Then you get your recipe book, which you can click through here once you get recipes, like a carrot minion, potato minion, then you get this minion and that, and you can fast upgrade them so you don't have to worry about putting them back in here. And you get all the armor with the hay bales and stuff like that, and some combat stuff, which you'll get eventually. I'm not sure if I have anything here. Nope. And fishing, mining. I've got a few things here. You can get an iron minion, a coal minion, and stuff like that. A portal to the gold mine to go from your place. And there's a bunch of unique stuff you could craft right here. You can craft stuff like smelting touch, since you already got the thing from there. So you're going to need to get some sugar cane and stuff to make the paper and the wheat, and then you'll get an enchantment book, which with an anvil at spawn you should be able to actually put that on most of your tools without it breaking. So then you can go to your private island or the hub. So I'm going to go back to my private island for now, which these guys will continue working endlessly while you're gone or while you're offline or anything like that. And they'll replant the crops you trample, like if you break them, because they already have some in their storage and stuff like that. And I've got a bunch of stuff right here, cobblestone minions and stuff, which I can only have 6 minions on my island right now, so I try to spread them out and have a bunch of different kinds of minions. and then you can quick upgrade them like that, which is probably the best thing to do because it'll increase the storage and stuff like that, which they're going to be your main source of money making. And then once you go back, if you go back to the barn and go past that, well, I hit another lag spike, but if you go past that barn, there's a little place you could hit the slime block jump and get to, which is where you want to find all your potatoes. There'll be people planting them there because they have the little beacon things that make them grow quicker, so you can like have a bunch of potatoes grow real quick. And like I said, if you have a decent number of money, like decent number of coins, you can run over here and hit the auctioneer and then go look through auctions, which, yeah, if you sort the items up to like special or anything above common, you're not really going to be able to buy it because they have a bunch of like stuff bets on all these things. Even though this isn't the best sword, it's already got 4 bids and is selling for 1,000,000 coins, and it ends in a week. So you're gonna have to wait a long time if you're actually doing stuff like that, and you're gonna be better off to just like actually get the stuff yourself. And if you actually have stuff you want to sell, like auction off, that's gonna be rough because you have to pay for like so much percent of that stuff, so much percent of the cost, while like going through this. And then there's a bunch of stuff like this. There's just random stuff that people buy a bunch of stuff, rookie hoe and stuff like that that you can find by doing quests and stuff, I'm sure. And then there's all the stuff in these containers that's usually incredibly expensive and incredibly useful. It's sold by a bunch of rich people, like real rich people. So you're better off to kind of like look up a few swords or watch your favorite YouTubers on Hypixel, finding that stuff and making the stuff. There's some hot potato books and hot potato things you could, I think you compact them and make stuff like that, which you could sell your stuff for a bunch, which that's real useful. And then you could trade with people. Like you run up to people, click them with this, and click trade request, and you could trade anything to that person for anything that they're willing to offer, which usually doesn't end the best. But if you get a really rare item and don't want to throw it through an auction house, that's a better way to do it. And then like there's the map. If you ever get lost, just look at the map. It's like it's in the same direction that you are, so you're looking this way. If I'd go straight ahead, I'd get to the gold mine. Then there's the barn and the mushroom desert. If you get to the barn, there's a bunch of crops there. That's where you get most of your crops and mine all that stuff and unlock the stuff to get that, the recipes. Then there's the park and the spider's den and the end, which are more advanced places like the Blaze Fortress and the end. So there's some stuff right there that you get armor like this and from the end and stuff like that from killing the Ender Dragon. It gets like really advanced real quickly, but as long as you keep farming, make a good bit of money, you could buy a few tools, buy a few weapons, then pretty soon you'll be up there. Buy or make some weapons if you're like really willing to make the weapon or complete the tasks and stuff like that. So yeah, after that you could go fight in the spider stand and stuff like that, gather a few things, make better minions and stuff like that. And you could also join the Great Potato War with Technoblade and I'm a Squid Kid, which is going on right now, or I'm pretty sure it's still going on, which is kind of interesting to watch. So I encourage you to watch that. And I guess I'll see you all in the next episode, and I'll see you then. Which there's also a minion right here, which if no one's collected all the stuff, you can collect it right here because it's a Wheat Minion V. It's a real nice minion, or I think the players upgrade them, so it might be the best minion, it might be the worst. Who knows? And like I said, that's pretty much it for the episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.